Yo, what's good, everybody? This is the Super Dre podcast. Where y'all been at all week? I really missed y'all, and I really appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me. Please make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share, and just let me know what you guys think of the Super Dre podcast. I'm here for you guys. Let me know what's up, because y'all messing with me, so tap in. Appreciate it. We back at it again. We got another one. Got a very special guest today. It's a beautiful day outside. It feels really good. It's been really freaking hot the past few days. But I'm so excited. I got the family on. Yeah. It's gonna be lit. If you guys are out there and y'all don't have your first home and y'all don't know what building wealth looks like, I have living proof right in front of me. She is just so inspirational with her messaging and what she wants to do with this world. And you guys are in for a treat. Y'all in for a treat today. Go ahead. It's my cousin Daisy, y'all. What's good? What's good?
Hey, thank you for having me.
You welcome. We can lean a little bit closer to me, and then project your voice a little bit. We want the people to hear you because we're being our super self today.
Being our super self today.
Yes, ma'am. And I really appreciate you pulling up on me. I swear, the last time I seen you was when I was a senior in high school.
Yeah.
That was 2014.
Yeah.
I don't think we was at some family function.
Yeah, it was. I think Mimo. He graduated.
A lot of us graduated in the same
around the same
like
time.
Me, Jasmine, yeah. Well, we all graduated within the same year.
Yeah.
So I think that was the last.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Oh man, it's been that long.
Yes.
Wow.
Too long.
Wow. How's everything been going?
It's been good. I've been moving and shaking.
Moving and shaking.
Trying to be my best self.
Okay. Yes. We're here to be our super self today, guys. Let the people know who you are. Introduce yourself to them. Let them know what you're about.
Okay. Well, hi. I'm Daisy. Like Dre said, I'm his cousin. So, but I do have a business by the name of Prelex Management, where we help small to medium businesses reach their highest potential through brand management and social media marketing, as well as I love to provide inspiration for millennials as well as Gen Zers to live their best life and go after the life that they want, and also grow generational wealth.
That's lit, y'all. That is lit. Clap it up, everybody. I know I can hear y'all. Chill out. Like I said, I appreciate you for coming on, and let's just start out with why you get a house.
Why did
you get a house in the middle of the pandemic?
So
why did you get a house, and how did you get a house? Please run the family on that.
I'm not gonna lie. For one, I didn't know it was gonna be a pandemic like that, so that just kind of happened. But I can tell you why I got a house.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, it seemed like a lot of people were living their lives, getting married, having kids, doing all of that stuff, and I kind of felt like I was at a standstill, and I was like, well, what's something that I can do to grow, like other than just sit here and go to work?
Right.
And so for me, I was like, oh, let me start and try to grow investing and grow like what life I still wanted to live, regardless of where my actual life was at. So I was like, oh, well, I think I'm gonna buy me a house. And the crazy part is my mom actually put that seed, she planted that seed while I was in college, and I used to be like, oh no, I'm too young to get a house. I'm not gonna get a house. I'm gonna live in downtown, like in my 20s. Like, what you talking about? Right. So I just remembered that she said that would be a great thing to do, and I looked into it and realized I could actually do it. And if I'm being honest, I got tired of neighbors. So
you ain't lying. It's like I got the what is it called, like the tap dance champions upstairs. Like, goodness gracious.
And sometimes they could be the smallest people and they have the heaviest feet. So yeah, but that's just a start to like the home buying. I kind of want to get into investing even more, and actually acquire more houses and even commercial real estate. So, mark my words, I will be a future millionaire.
You already know it. Hey, I'll meet you up there at the top. We'll be up there at the top sipping mimosas. We'll be on the 26th floor.
I'm with it.
You know what I'm saying? Just reminding everybody that y'all can do it too, and it ain't nothing that's gonna stop you guys.
So enough at the top for everybody.
Yeah. That's cool. Was your mom an entrepreneur, or she had like stuff going on when you were growing up?
So yes. So it's actually funny. On my website, I talk about this on my about page. I grew up. My mom was kind of like a serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
And I grew up watching her have all these different ideas and just trying all these different businesses until something stuck. She's actually a counselor, a Christian counselor. Her business is Fit for You Counseling, but it went from wanting to do pillows to wanting to open up children event places to want to do children's books. Like, she did a clothing line. Like, you think about it, she probably did it. Like, so growing up, I watched her just keep trying new things and learning how to deal with vendors and all of that stuff, and it kind of stuck on me to the point that even a teacher actually in high school was the one that told me that I should go into marketing, because I kept on thinking about, in the economics class, I kept thinking about how consumers would like to receive their items. And she was like, this is not what this is for. And I'm like, I don't understand. But all because I watched my mom think about, like, okay, what items do customers like? So
trying to get into the brains of the buyers, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's really interesting, because there is a book called Why We Buy and a program behind it. It's a whole technology about it. I use it for like my marketing, network marketing business. It's pretty much, it uses the DISC assessment, or like a personality test, and there's certain traits in certain people. Like, I'm a high I, I'm a people person.
Yeah.
I'm also a high C. I'm very analytical and strategic. I write notes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So using stuff like that to kind of dictate what type of person you're talking to, what type of demographic, and the reasons why they buy.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a whole technology, and that stuff is really interesting.
I have to check that book out.
Yeah. I got the ebook. I'll send it to you.
Oh, yes. I'm not gonna lie, the nerd in me wants to know more. So.
I got you. I got all the ebooks. I got a whole PDF. Yeah, I got you.
I'm with it.
That's cool. Wow. So you had the entrepreneur bug pretty young.
Yeah.
So when did that cross your mind? What age were you when you were like, man, I think I want to have my own business, or I think I want to do what mom's doing?
Really, when I was in college, I was in college, and I love my marketing teachers and just my business teachers as a whole, and they all were doing like great things. Like, one person was like on the Taco Bell, someone else worked for Budweiser, and so I thought those things were so cool, and I realized that the best professors are actually the ones that lived the life of a business owner, or so they can actually teach a student how to do it correctly versus someone that just went to school. Nothing against people that just go to school and become professors, but living it was totally different, and those experiences were different. And so the more I took my marketing classes and stuff, the more I actually wanted to do social media marketing before social media marketing was a thing. I just didn't know what it was. And so I remember actually quite vividly having a conversation with my mom after a class, sitting outside the business school, telling her, I think I want to start a business like you did. And also, side note, she used to be a beautician, so she actually had a shop and stuff. So she did
serial entrepreneur. Yeah,
she did a lot of stuff. But and I came from a long line of beauticians that they tried to get me to go in that route, and I was like, not for me. But then I realized, okay, marketing, that's the thing. Right. But I remember my mom was like, okay, so you want to do a business in marketing, but what part? And I'm like, I want to do it all. It's just like, no, there's more than one part. You have to become a master at one. Don't try to do everything off top. Like, what's the thing that you like the most? I had no idea that social media marketing was a thing, but you know, I was into like the YouTube world, and I was into like seeing people post on social media and like how did they get all these likes and all of this stuff. Not for, you know, the normal thought would be, okay, I want more likes because that means I'm more likable. But I wanted to understand the likes as far as influence and how people can actually sell items, because people were actually monetizing, you know, Instagram, and no one talked about how they did it.
Right.
And I was intrigued by it. I'm like, there is a way. Like, what do y'all do? Exactly. I'm like, there's no way. Like,
making
come
money
on
off memes. Didn't know that was a thing. Didn't know that was a real thing.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, do they just hire people to create memes and they just get out to the world? Like, how does that happen? Like, so I didn't know that was a thing, but the more my mom kept nurturing that thought, and she got me to think, I was like, I think that's what I want to do. But of course, life hits you, you graduate, you realize that, okay, everybody and mama's trying to get a job, and you actually got bills, and there's these things called loans. So I think I need to get and it don't wait at all. So I had to get a job. But if I'm being honest, I wish I would have just started the business out, like right out of college.
Really? With all with the loans and everything still?
The loans and everything, I would have still did it.
Wow.
That's one thing that, I mean, life happens and everything happens how it's supposed to happen. But that's one thing that I wish I did. So, like, the younger generation, I try to push them, like, if you can stay at home, stay at home. I understand that you think that you're grown, but
LSU.
Look, you want to turn up
University of Texas, but hey,
if you can stay at home, and if you can stay at home though, like even after you graduate, if you can stay at home and your parents aren't really making you do a lot, do that. Do not be that person that's like, well, I don't want my parents to tell me what to do, so I'm gonna move out. Because if you have other dreams as far as like being a business owner and stuff, you can do that at home. Yeah,
you don't need a college degree to start a business.
Yeah, you don't. You just need to have a work ethic, and you need to
learn a skill.
Yeah, learn a skill. Yeah, and sometimes the skill, you may already have it because it's your purpose. It's something that you do like in your sleep, something that you feel like it's weird to charge for.
Right.
That's the thing you're supposed to do. A lot of people don't get that. I was like that. I was like, I mean, hey, I can just help you get engagement. I just feel like that's easy. You just post this at this time and make sure your caption stays XYZ. That's it.
Yeah, but nobody want to do the work.
Yeah, they don't.
Like, I for sure don't want to do the work. I don't even want to, but the work has to be done, because if it's not done, then nobody would never know how it's done. Like, nobody would never truly understand. Like, you won't really appreciate the work at the end of it if you didn't go through, like, oh, I got it. Like, you had to come up with this and spend a bunch of hours on, like, whatever it was to get to that certain point. You've been through all these pain points and all these different struggles. You won't appreciate it once you get to a certain point. If you're just trying to skip along and find a fast track and make the quick money, like it's not even gonna be cool. Yeah, because like that's one thing I feel like people don't value the things that they do when they don't have to work hard for it. But the more you work or the more you learn, then you're able to receive that value. And that's the reason why something that may be so easy to me as far as engagement, social media engagement, or just branding in general, I can do that in my sleep. But for somebody else, that's very difficult for them. So that's how I'm able to make money, because something that's difficult to somebody else brings value to them. And so I think if people realize what their purpose is and what value they bring, they'll be more okay with actually charging for that particular service that you provide. That's lit. You guys need systems. That's pretty much what it is. Oh my God. Hey, I can get you. I got you. I can get you hooked up with all. I'll tell you, we're in that same lane. We're in that same lane. I wanted to ask you. So once you got out of college, and like, what were you doing when you got out? Like, you just got a job. You were living at the house. Yeah. So I actually had I call it unique only because in let's be honest, in the Black community, we don't have as much
support as far as not that we're not able to get it, but everyone they don't have the ability to provide this support to their children. But I was able to have the support of my parents to say, hey, we want you to stay at home. We want you to find a career that you like, and we want you to then be successful in that career. So if that meant I was able to get my first car after graduating,
right.
after I found a job, of course, but I got my first car. I also paid that car off within the 3 years. Although I had a 6-year note, I paid it off in half the time because my parents allowed me to stay at home, as well as pay off some of this debt. Because let's be honest, we go to college and they give you a credit card.
Talk about it. He's like, oh, I can pay a little bit of this, and
Yeah.
I can probably pay a little of that, and then you don't be worried about it.
I can buy that weave. I'm not gonna lie. Like the hair was lit. Like that's when virgin hair came out and everything. So I was able to pay down some debt, get a car, pay that car off, which then allowed me to move out as well as move into my first home. And I give that all to my parents, the fact that they were like, hey, yeah, you don't have to pay rent or anything, but we want you to handle your business. Now, if you're not handling your business,
then it's a whole different story.
It's a different
you gotta
story.
come out my 800 for the room.
Exactly. That's you're gonna have to be grown somewhere else. It ain't gonna be here. So yeah.
What was it you or like your parents or like what came across your mind where you were like, nah, I need to pay some of this money down to be able to get to where I need to be? Like what?
So my parents, I'm just gonna be honest. So my parents actually came from like when they grew up. They had like totally different lives that they were like, hey, we don't want our kids to grow up this way. So I know we talked about earlier about teaching yourself financial literacy, and that's what they did. Like they learned financial literacy on their own, and when it came to like paying down debt, I watched that.
Hey, we was having some technical difficulties, so I really apologize if y'all hear some static or anything like that. So please don't flame me. That was lit. I know we was in the middle of that story, and I cut you off twice.
No way.
But we're gonna keep going because it's super today.
Yeah.
I want to do something that I do in all my shows. It's called the Fire Round.
Oh gosh.
Oh goodness, who's dying? Nah, nobody's dying tonight. But the Fire Round is I say some words. Maybe I say cheese and you say steak, or some people say what the word means to them, and sometimes we stem off on conversations. Sometimes people is like, no, let me talk about that word. Just whatever. So if you feeling something, whatever comes to you, hey, whatever comes to you, I'm gonna run down some words, and then we'll go from there. It's gonna be fire. All right. First word is invest.
Invest. You should always invest in your future before you invest in anything else. I know in this day and age we have different items. We got the Gucci belts, we got the Balenciaga bag, we got all of that stuff, but that doesn't matter if you don't invest in yourself. You can't afford it in the long run. So invest in yourself over products.
True. Please invest in yourself, people. I got 401k. Invest money in my Acorns account. If y'all know what Acorns is, invest your extra change, money in 401(b), just all that kind of stuff. I invest in myself personally in personal development.
Yeah, make your money work for you.
Yeah, stocks, all that kind of stuff. Cool. Next word is grow.
Grow. Okay, so Prelex Management's tagline is "Dreams don't work unless you do." Ooh. So let's grow together.
Ooh,
so,
I seen that the other day. I saw that. It really stuck with me when it was dreams don't work unless you do, because you can do so much for somebody. You can help them out. You can get them all the seminar lessons and hold their hand. But if they don't work, if they don't want it as bad as you want it for them,
it's never gonna be successful.
Nobody's never going to be successful. You're never going to reach your goal.
Yeah, and you're going to be frustrated.
Oh, man.
They're not putting in as much work as you think that they should because
Right.
you see the potential.
Right. It's like, man, I'm doing all this to help them, and they still want to go to the clinic and do all this and that. You're like, I'm not going to be wasting my energy on somebody who they just want to keep doing what they're doing. You know what? That's cool. You know, if they can keep doing what they're doing, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and we look up 10 years from now and we see where we at.
And we see where we're at.
Yeah,
that's why in my consultation, I actually ask questions that they should know. You should know this about your business. If you don't know,
and it's not a business.
Well, yeah, it's not a business. If you don't know how you're going to make money, so then we're going to have to go to the drawing board, and then I would love to help you, but you're going to have to come and bring something because I can only do so much because this is your business, not mine. Your business is your business. My business is to make your business look pretty. So, that's why I say let's grow together.
A lot of learning in that too. We got to be coachable, and we have to learn from our mistakes also to be able to grow. So don't just think you can be stuck where you at, and then I'm still grow, but I'm still be mean.
No, there's always a way. There's always another way.
Right. Awesome. Next word is real estate.
Real estate. Did you guys know? I just learned this that you don't have to just have physical money to be a millionaire. You can actually own real estate. So one of my goals is actually to own $1 million worth of real estate. So what's your goal in your real estate?
Nice. So you want $1 million real estate portfolio?
I would love that.
Nice. Are you working on any investment properties or anything like that in the future?
In the future, yeah, I'm actually thinking. So I want to own commercial real estate.
Okay.
And also, I would love to have different homes to just rent out or Airbnb in the future because who doesn't want to make money in your sleep? Like, come on.
Passive income. Y'all remember me talking about that, right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure y'all
passive income is the best because then you will free up so much time and worry that you have now, like working your regular. Don't get me wrong, if you have 9 to 5, like that is great. Make your money, sis. But it would be nice to be able to make your money work for you, and you can be out. I'm just gonna be honest. I love this. I could be out getting my nails done and making money because I know that I'm gonna get paid once a month for this particular property. But instead of just one property, what about multiple properties? So
yeah, I know you're not too far into real estate or anything like that, but I definitely want to probably eventually I'll get somebody that's probably in the field. I know I'm working on some stuff. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I'm working on. Y'all don't hold me accountable. But yeah. Real estate is the way to go. That is my plan. My plan is to have some multi-family units, rent them, some house hack it, rent the other ones out, refinance, pull the money out, get equity in it, do it again.
And do you know what?
Yeah.
With that's how people, that generational wealth that we've been talking about, that's where it comes from.
It's so hard for black people, to me in my head.
No, it's true.
It's hard for black people to really fathom that.
Yeah,
to understand, like they can't understand the power that real estate actually has and how much wealth has been built on real estate. McDonald's is a real estate company.
Yeah.
It's literally it has, if it still doesn't, it has the most real estate like in the world. Yeah. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. And for black people to not truly understand the power of real estate and how much that is a wealth, that is part of your wealth. If you're not even thinking about a house, if you don't even know, if you don't have the knowledge, you gotta learn this because this is what we need. We need to learn this. We need to learn that real estate is here to help us. And there's a lot of avenues in real estate. Yeah. You don't need money to get in real estate.
At all. Like literally the way I got my house is because I got a first time buyer's grant, as well as a closing grant. Because I asked, I looked for it.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Closed mouths don't get fed, for real. And then sometimes like when you have realtors, like I'm glad I had a great realtor. Hey, I hope you hear this. You have realtors that are open into you shopping for stuff too, and not just them. So, literally, because I decided that I wanted to continue to look for lenders, I was able to get a better price on my home and not really have to bring anything to the table.
So did you put money down on your first home?
I did put money down, but not as much as I thought that I would. Because my house was in the middle of like being built. Because I think it's called a stock home. So like they already put all the finishes and stuff in it. And so I think I put like $1,500 down or something like that. But it's a lot better than $20,000.
Yeah. So you gotta learn those applied knowledges so you guys can be wealthy in real estate. That was great. My next word is mindset.
Mindset. Honestly, we gotta change our mindset about everything. Like, instead of making excuses as to why we can't do something, how about you try to figure out the solution? Or even if you say, oh, I can't do this right now, instead of saying, I can't do this right now. Or actually, let me give one that actually my mom actually tells us this. You're not broke, you're just choosing to spend your money on something different. So, because if you continue to say that you're broke, you're gonna be broke. Like, life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So if you continue to talk about I'm broke all day, don't be mad when tomorrow you still broke. You know, you can, instead of saying I'm broke, I'm using to spend my money somewhere else until I'm able to afford Just that one mind shift in money can help your life like tremendously, so you won't have that broke mindset. And you can do that with everything, like including being happy. You can be in a crappy situation, but if you change your outlook on something, and this is temporary, you can change your life in any way.
Yeah. I do want to ask you, we're still in the fire round though.
Okay.
It's fine. But I do want to ask you, like, when did your mindset shift, like, about money? Or, like, when did your mindset just completely shift? Or was your mindset already where it is now? Okay, so
before, hopefully by the time this comes out, everyone knows that I'm a full-time entrepreneur.
Full-time, baby.
Full-time. And before that, I did have a good mindset just because of the values that were given to me growing up. But I felt like the batteries. Have your batteries ever ran dead?
Yeah.
But you don't have any batteries left for the remote, but you need to change the TV.
Yeah.
And so, or people do it with the game too. So you like rub the batteries together so you get that last little bit of juice until you get some batteries, and you put it back in, and then the TV works for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, that was me with my mindset. While I was working at my job, I kept trying to push through, like change my mindset and be more positive. Into what I was trying to move forward to, but it just kept dying. I just kept dying like those batteries.
Yo, man, what's good? It's Dre from Super Dre. I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a Patreon. Super Dre has a Patreon. Now, for y'all that don't know what a Patreon is, it's pretty much a paid community where you guys invest in me and the Super Dre podcast, and you get exclusive content. You get early access to episodes, some discounts to the merch, and just being able to tap into the Super Dre family and to just tap into all that wealth that we're talking about here at Super Dre. So if y'all really messing with it and y'all really like me like y'all say y'all do, go ahead and tap in. We staying super.
We was on the mindset of how you switched, or like when the time that you switched your mindset, like when did that happen for you?
So honestly, I did a challenge for myself. I gave myself 90 days because I already knew the business that I wanted, and I was just dabbling in it, but I didn't really, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't think I believed in myself 100% that it would actually come to fruition. Like, I've known for so long that I wanted to do it, but so I gave myself a 90-day challenge where, like, I wrote down all of my business goals, and I wrote down all the information I needed for my business. And I started to figure out, like, okay, what did I need to do to actually shift my mind to be able to move forward and to live in the life that I wanted to live. And that went into, okay, if I had a different job, if I quit my job altogether, or if I stayed where I was at, like, what does that look like? And that turned into me also writing out more of my goals and stuff. And then that turned into, I'm just gonna be honest, okay, don't do this if you can't do this. It turned me into, like, quitting my 9-to-5 and actually going in full time for, you know, my business and what I knew was going to be lucrative, because I have had proof that it could be. And so after that 90 days, I just kind of kept pushing and kept creating new ways for me to create the life that I want to live. And then also, if you guys, I want everybody to try this. If you write down how much money you make a day, not a paycheck, but a day, and then figure out what ways can you make that same amount of money doing what you love. You realize when you look at, I work in 8 hours and I only make $100 a day, or I only make, you know, $50 a day for some people, you realize that it's like, dang,
that's not really a lot of money.
That's not really a lot of money. Yeah. And then you start to realize, well, if I did something that I love, I can make this amount of money. And you realize that, for me, the mind shift was when I realized the 8-hour race was, there was always a cap. You can only work, 8 hours?
Yeah. You speaking my language. I never liked the fact of being capped off at a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Because it tells me that I can do anything in my power to try to make more money here, but I'm only going to be capped off at $50,000. I'm only going to make $50,000. I don't like that. I don't like being able to just make. I want to make $50,000 for 30 years.
Yeah.
Who would want that? Who wouldn't want to have the opportunity to make more money every year, every day, every month, every second?
Yeah, because it helps. For the most part, it helps mentally. You have to get into that mindset. But once you have that, like once I had that realization that, hey, I could be doing more and I could be making more of an impact, that's kind of what like shifted it for me. I was like, okay, there's no way. I'm no longer okay with, and this is for me personally, I'm no longer okay with being mediocre. I'm no longer okay with just giving what life gave to me. Like, no, you get in life what you put out. So if I'm rolling out of bed barely just to clock in and it just constantly complaining for the 8 hours that I'm there, then of course my life is gonna be crappy. But if I change the mindset to get up and okay, every day is a new day to try new things, and every day is a new opportunity to make more money or have a more fulfilled life, or I don't care if it's as little as eating breakfast every day. Like, get excited for eating breakfast, and then it just rolls into everything else. So, it literally took me, like, once I realized how much money I was making a day dealing with the people I was dealing with, I was like, oh, no, something gotta give. Like, yeah. And I got more excited the more I started writing down goals.
Goals will definitely get you to where you need to be. I write goals down every single day. I make sure I look at them so that way that they are obtainable. So that way I know what I'm still reaching towards, what I'm still waking up every day to do.
Because you know why.
Right, your why. And that's, some people whys aren't strong enough. I don't believe I have a strong enough why just yet. I have a why. I don't want to see people struggle. I don't want to see people make excuses for themselves and just keep saying like, oh, I was trying, because try don't pay the bills. Yeah, because if we can pay the bills with tries, snap! Hey, I tried to pay the rent, y'all take 100 tries.
Like, yeah.
Like, man, I tried so
We
hard.
did.
But we have to take action. We have to do the work. We have to do the hard work
Yeah.
and actually achieve some of these goals. And I think that's the scariest thing for some people is actually doing the work and grinding, like truly like getting up. Because you start doing stuff when you feel like it. Oh, you for sure ain't gonna be. You're not gonna be successful.
You don't have to do stuff because you don't want to. Like, if you're not doing something that you don't want to do, then you're not gonna end up growing in the way that you need to because you can't be stretched.
You gotta
because
shift.
you gotta
shift that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
That mindset is very important. Wow. Man, that was fire. That was the fire round, y'all. It was so long. We had technical difficulties. I done probably chopped it up. Y'all couldn't even tell or something at this point. But that was cool. That was how you feel about that?
That was fun. I like that.
Okay. My homie was telling me because I like feedback. He was like, "Yeah, you should do something else like that in the podcast." And I was like, "Yeah, but I don't really know what." So I'm really trying to work on something like that. Maybe y'all see some. Y'all definitely gonna see some down the lane because we in the middle of a bunch of recordings. But I'll definitely be. Let me know what y'all think. What y'all think I should be doing? You know, what you guys like. If y'all messing with the fire round, let me know. Maybe y'all can send me some words. You know, something like that. Just let me know. It'll be fun.
What if you say super? I don't know if this is right because I did not watch Dragon Ball Z, but super. What is it? Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan.
I'm not into Dragon Ball like that, but yeah, Super Saiyan.
Because you got Super Dragon.
Well, I was gonna do different segments where it was like super this or like super talk or something like I do a lot of stuff with super like. I'll be like, oh yeah, we here to be our super selves. We're gonna have some super fun. Like I use like super in like that type of way. So I definitely be coming up with some new stuff. Yes, we're gonna come up with some new stuff. Stay tuned, people. So yeah, what I want to do is allow you to let the people know what you got next coming up. Like what's happening for the business, what's going on in the personal life. Like just let everybody know what's coming up next for you.
Okay. Right now, I feel like my focus is my business, if you guys can't tell. So, like I said earlier, you know, I am an entrepreneur and a full-time entrepreneur now. So, if you guys need any brand management, social media marketing, if you need websites created, or even you need help with creating your business. Maybe you have a great idea, but you don't know how to make your business legit and how to monetize it. I'm your girl. You can go and find me at www.praylakesmanagement.com. You know, check out all the things that I offer. We can do a consultation. Very excited about those because I really want to help people grow.
Do you have like an affiliate or anything like that?
Yeah. So, not yet.
Okay.
But that is something I'm looking into because I do know a lot of people like to refer me, and I'm like, you know, thanks, sis. So,
you do discounts?
Yeah, I do discounts.
You think my friends, you think the family with Super Dre can get like a discount?
They might can get a discount.
Okay. We'll talk about it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because there's people out there that they're doing certain things and they may be stuck. They may not. Or they may not truly understand certain things in that whole space in marketing and getting their brand out there. And I know definitely myself personally, I'm in that phase of getting. And I understand marketing to a certain T, but you probably on a whole different level, so you probably got some game for me. So I definitely be tapping in. But it's definitely people out there that needs that help and can definitely benefit from that. So guys, please make sure you got if y'all need help, don't be scared to ask for help. Go ahead and go like do not be scared to ask for help. There's people out there to help you every single day. There's nothing wrong with help. There's nothing wrong with asking, and there's nothing wrong with not knowing what you don't know.
Yeah, and you also, people don't realize this, but you lose money when you don't ask for help.
Ooh.
Because they may not be your zone of genius. If it's not your zone of genius, then find somebody where it is. Because otherwise, let's say your zone of genius is, I don't know, mowing lawns. Well, the time that you took to try to figure out, like for instance for me, the time you took to try to figure out your branding, you just lost out on like 5 houses of mowing lawns that you could have did. You lost out on that money versus just paying somebody to help you.
Finding out who
Yeah.
to worry about your how. We're reading a book. Well, we were reading a book, and this group down there is called the Morning Meetup. I gotta get my affiliates. I can get y'all on there. It's pretty lit. And we read a book. We've already read about 12 books this year.
Oh, awesome.
I think they're on book 12 or something. So we read the book called Who Not How by Dan Sullivan and Dan Hardy, I believe that's his name, Benjamin Hardy.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah. And it's pretty much talking about the concept of you having a how, and you worried about the how so much, worried about the problem when your solution is to have a who to take care of that. So if you're not good at taking pictures, find a who, a photographer that's gonna worry about your how.
Yeah.
And you got your time. You can get your time back.
Yep.
And you can use your time to be doing other stuff instead of worried about photography that you're already not good at. You might as well hire somebody that's good at it to worry about that problem. Then you got less. Yeah, you can get more clients. Man, oh snap! That looked real cool because the pictures was trash last time. But look at that upgraded. I messed with them. So you're gonna get that time back, and also the stress is not there. You're not worried. You're not worrying about certain stuff once you kind of get that who that's taking care of your house. So
yeah, because you're already stressed out about so much with starting a business and growing in whatever way. In the book I referred to with the Zona Genes, I don't know if you heard of it, The Big Leap.
The Big Leap?
Mm-hmm.
I have not.
I can't think of his last name, but I think his name is Gay. And he talks about the different zones, and you have like your zone of incompetence, your zone of competence, your zone of excellence, and your zone of genius. And you don't want to be wasting your time in your zone of incompetence, and you can pay somebody for your zone of genius. So
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
check out the book. It's a great book. My sister and I actually read it. And
what? Y'all read books? Y'all read books like that?
Yes.
Okay.
She started a book club and everything. Like
Okay. Man, I wish she was here. She would have had some cool stuff to say, but it's all good.
I'm gonna have to bring her back.
We'll get together. I'll be here, so it'll be fun. Man, that was fun. That was fun. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you stayed on the show this long and you got to get all these gems, man, I really appreciate it. Y'all gonna be equipped to be y'all super self. Y'all super self already? Yo, man. Hey, man. We just evolved and became Super Saiyan. We are Super Self.
Yeah.
I just say Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan? I don't know. Y'all just gonna have to tell us. Look, don't put this up in the comments, cause
don't dog my cousin in the comments. It's gonna be some fights. But definitely check. Let them know one more time where they can find you on the Instagram. Let them know your business handle, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
They got to get in contact with you.
Okay, so my personal Instagram is Daisy_the CEO. Let me help you become the best owner in your business. And then our company handle is Pralex.management. Pralex is PRAELEX.management, and we can also be found on our website at www.pralexmanagement.com.
Awesome. You guys please tap into that, because that's some serious game that y'all need. Once again, man, this is the Super J podcast. Hopefully you guys are y'all super self today. And hopefully I motivated you guys, inspired you guys, and gave y'all some education to be able to be your super self. Man, that was just so cool. Like I'm so excited. I wish I could go a little longer. I think somebody else trying to take up the space, but it's all good. Ain't nobody out there, but yeah, man, I really appreciate you coming on. We're gonna get you back on, and everybody stay